Hey guys, I'm back out in the workshop today. I'm doing a special project today. The end of the week, I'm going to be going home to visit, going to be visiting my mother and me and my son, and I want to make her a rose. I did a rose a while back, so I'm going to do that today. So you guys can come along with me and see how I do it. So I drew out the pattern. I actually have the pattern. I downloaded it from online. The pattern's here, and all I did was just transfer them over to the sheet of metal that I have. We're going to cut those out, and then we're going to, you see where the center is. We're going to punch a hole through there, and then we're going to start making our rose. So once I get these cut out, I'll get back with you, and I'll set the camera up and show you how that I make the rose, and we'll paint it and all that too. I usually do them red and yellow. I've done. So that's where we're at today, guys. We're just simple project. We're gonna throw this out there, and I'm actually making this for my mother. I'm gonna give it to her when I go back. The last time I went back there, I was going to go do one. I was gonna do one then, and I couldn't get it to work out right. So now we're gonna work on it again. So bear with us, guys, and we'll get through this, and once I get everything cut out and ready to go, I'll set it all up, and I'll show you what I do with that process. So hang on, guys. Okay, guys, I got them all cut out. Now, the thing about this is roses, they're not perfect. The petals could be different, I mean, on each one of them. So when you're cutting that out, don't go all out and make it professional, because each rose is different. Just like the feather that I make, each feather is different. So this is the cutout. We're going to use this round stock for the stem. I'm not sure exactly what size it is. Okay, it's a 3/16 round. Cut it. I'm gonna cut it at probably about 12 inches long, so like that, for the stem. And I'll show you how to do all that once we get to it. But I'm gonna drill some holes through these first, and then we'll start with the stem. Because what we're gonna do is on the end of this stem, we're gonna flatten this piece out to where when we stick it through the holes on the rose petal, it won't go all the way through. And I'll put it in the vise when I do that, because on the back side of that, I want to make a stand to where it will stop the rose from going all the way through the actual petal. So if that makes sense. We'll get to it. When we get to that, I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to stop the camera. We're going to drill some holes through these, and I mean, it's simple. You just drill holes through there. 3/16, whatever size round stock you're using. So get right back with you. All right, guys, I got the round stock cut. I cut it 12 inches. Okay, what I was saying is we're gonna peen this over and make it kind of flat on top. So once we get our roses on there, they won't come off the top of it like that. Which I'll show you how to put them on there once we get the thing the end of it peened over. So let's do that, and then I'll get back with you, okay? Okay, guys, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's almost focus in. It's almost like a nail head. And that's where we're going to put our petals at there, so they don't fall off. On that side. On the back side of it, we're going to do something different. I'm going to tack weld it with my welder. So let's start and put the roses on there, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Now what you want to do is, we're doing it backwards, so we're going to start with the big one and step down every time we put a petal on there. So once we get to the end, this should be on the bottom. I'll show you what I mean when I get to there. Okay, hold on, guys. All right, guys. I told you a little bit backwards. I apologize for that. You're gonna start with your smaller one on the end there, and then step down till you get to the end of this one. So I'll put them on there and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, guys. What I did is I tacked it enough so it won't move. Now, these pedals, you want to shift them around till they're offset on each other. And I'll show you a picture of that once we get it where we got it, where we need it. They were pretty close to where I needed them at. So, if that makes sense, I'll show you from a top view. Okay. Alright. Here's what we did, guys. We just moved the pedals around to where they're offset on each other. Like, this is a pedal, and then you got this, the next one up will go in the middle of that one, and the next one up, so on and so forth. So, now we're going to start bending these up, and then I'll stationary the camera back, and I'll show you what I mean by bending them up. So hang on, guys. Alright, we're going to start with the center leaf, and just bend that up and give the ends a twist on. Like, twist them towards the center. And in the meanwhile, trying to keep them straight too, to where we had them stationary. But we can always move them around once we get to it. So, first one done. Pull the next one up. Do the same thing with that one. Twist it into the middle. Now this is going to be the center of your rose, more or less the butt of it. This is quite tedious. So once we get it in there, we can shape it up. And it's best if you have a pair of small needle nose pliers. I'll do a couple petals and then I'll show you what it looks from the top view of it. You'll just do the same thing with the next one. Pull it up. Twist it out. Now on this one I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to take the top of that petal, just give it a little bit of bend over. Same thing here. Just take the top, twist it over just a little bit. It doesn't have to be much. Just a little bit. Same with this one. Come up, twist in, and bend it over a little bit. Now, it could start spreading out on you a little bit. So what I do is I just take a pair of pliers, open them up, just give it a little squeeze. Doesn't have to be real tight. Up. Keep doing this process until you get all the petals up. Bend it over a little bit. Coming in. Alright guys, I'm going to give you a top view of this just 1 second. and I'll show you what it looks like. You'll start seeing the rose come out. Alright, just hang tight and we'll get to it. Alright guys, I'm back. This is the top of the rose. See what I mean? See what it's looking at? It's shaping up, isn't it? It looks like a rose. So once we get the rest of our petals up, we're going to have that full rose look. So we're going to go, I'm going to put the camera back, and actually I'm going to leave the camera off, and I'm going to start bending more of these up, and then I'll show you the end of it, okay? Hang with us. Okay guys, here we go. Here's our rose finished. If you guys can see it. I hope you can see it. See the petals on the bottom? And the rose from the top. Pretty neat, huh? Pretty cool, I think. Alright, all we got left to do is just paint the rose and make some leaves to go on the stem. Simple, easy to make. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you stay safe out there, and God bless, guys. Here's the finished rose. So I ended up putting leaves on there, but all I did was cut them out of the same metal that I did, and I textured them a little bit and put some paint on them. So there we go, guys. What do you think about that beautiful looking rose? I'm bragging on myself. It looks good, guys. It turned out real good. I think my mother is really going to love this. But she loves roses. She has roses planted all through her yard, and this one she can keep forever. It will never fade away. Thanks guys for coming along. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and hope God blesses you.